Good afternoon from this old greenhouse. How are y'all doing today? It is a fall day, definitely fall temperatures. It got really cool last night. I think it was like close to 50. So I came in here early this morning and it was like 85. It just felt so good. I could have brought me a chair or like a lounge chair and just laid out in the sun here. It just feels amazing. It just warmed me up. I think I'm really gonna love it here this winter. It's gonna be awesome. So our plan this weekend is to work on the pellet stove. We're gonna get it up and running because the temperatures are starting to get pretty chilly at night, and I'm worried about my little tropicals and stuff like that. They really need to be at 65-ish. So we're gonna get the pellet stove going. We're gonna hook it up, run the pipe out through the glass, cut a hole, all that good stuff. Hopefully it'll go well. I've never used a pellet stove before, so I'm gonna learn. I don't know how warm it's gonna be and how that's gonna work. I think that I might load it at night if it's gonna be on cold nights and put it on low and just keep it running until in the morning. Because on these sunny days, I imagine it's gonna rebound in here pretty good. Because seriously, right now, it's like in the 80s on this side and upper 90s over here in the sun. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out. Well, I'm headed down the hill to check Queenie. I brought a flashlight to candle her eggs and see how the development is going with that, and see if we have chicks on the way. Before I go though, look at these little beauties over here. I brought these in the greenhouse because I didn't want them to die out in the cold, because they will be pretty much over with if I'll start leaving them out at night. They are so pretty. I hope they are going to be like that all winter. Would be amazing. Ooh, kind of chilly down here in the shade. All right, Miss Queenie must be off her nest. She's out there getting a bite to eat. Now's a good time to check her eggs. Now, her eggs are obviously darker than Cochin eggs, but you can see that they are dark inside, and I actually see some veining and a little bit of movement. So that's good. Let's try this one. That one has development. Looks good. Oh yeah, that one's good. I actually see some veining in there. See the little chicks. We're going. That one's good. Oh, well, that's a new one. She's confiscated one. So that one doesn't have anything in it. So we've got 4 eggs that look good. Chickens are mad at me. They want some treats. You can hear them out there hollering. And we've got another pile over here. I guess they're done with the nesting box right now. Well, let's go in here and feed these hungry critters. Get in there. Get in there. Hi, Miss Polly. Luke. There she is. She can come out here and enjoy a treat then. There we go. You're wild this morning. Goldie's wild. All right, everybody's looking good. All right, I want to walk down past the barn and show you guys these amazing lilies. So I usually go on a daily walk. Or I try to at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a week. And I look at these beautiful flowers I find. Sometimes I go walk through the woods, and I need to add some clips into my videos because I just really run into some really pretty stuff. But there are some red lilies down here, and they are absolutely stunning. So I'm going to show you guys. I decided to come back in here and water. Gotta get my little seedlings. My lettuce seedlings, and I may move them to a little bit shadier spot because I don't want them to get too hot. Let's move them out a little bit until the sun goes over. I have a little bit of shade cloth right here, so it'll help them. Headed down to water my green beans. It hasn't rained in a few days, and I think they need a little bit of water. Close these windows. It's supposed to get chilly again tonight. It's actually still pretty chilly right now, so we're gonna get those shut. Hopefully we'll have it nice and toasty in here by the weekend or next week. We get the wood stove, we get the pellet stove going. I need to move you. You are just so long. We need to find a. You're getting wrapped up in my water hose. Got lettuce in here, and it's cool enough now to definitely pop up. Well, I'm going to save some seeds off of my aromas. So I'm going to cut this open and get the seeds out, and we're going to let them ferment in a mason jar of water for a couple days. We're wanting to separate that gel that's on the seed and get that off there so I can dry them. And you want to do that with a ripe tomato. Just want to get those seeds out of here. I need to get me a spoon and get them out. All right, well, I've got the seeds separated. Put them in some water. Gonna let them ferment for a couple days. These are my aromas. I've labeled them, and I'm going to do a beef steak and get the seeds out of this guy. And you can see that. That's where those seeds are. You can just kind of scoop them out. This is my seed table. I've got bell pepper dried out here. I need to put it away. I've got just stuff from the garden and my flowers, sunflower zinnias, all that good stuff, succulent seeds, you name it. I've got seeds in here organized. Cantaloupe, just all kinds of stuff. So if I save seeds, I don't have to buy any next year, which is always good. Of course, I may buy some, but if if there were a shortage for whatever reason, then I've got a backup. Now with saving seeds, you wanna top up, this jar like I did with water. After you get the seeds and the gelatin put in here, you wanna top them off with water, and you wanna, label your jar. You wanna put a paper towel on top. You can secure it with a mason jar lid, rubber band, and you really wanna leave these for like 2 to 5 days to begin like the fermenting. It's gonna break down that seed coat, and I just gently swirl the jar every day, and the seeds are ready for cleaning when the pulp you see in here floats to the top. And then you can carefully skim the pulp of the top of the water and then tip the liquid and the seeds into a strainer. Then you'll wash them under running water. You can rub them with a wooden spoon to carefully remove any remaining material stuck to them, and then you just spread them on a paper towel and remove most of the water, and you put them on a non-stick surface, glass tray, and then you can dry them in a warm place, out of direct sunlight. I do this in my basement, and it's probably going to take 2 to 3 weeks for them to dry out completely, but that's what I do for tomato seeds.